Hey guys, Josh here, back in another video, and today I'm here with my friend Eric, who brought his computer over here, and it's not quite looking well. So if you just come a bit closer over here, see what we have in here. So he has a GTX 980 Ti Kingpin edition here with 3 8-pin connectors. I know that's pretty nuts. Actually, wait, no, those are 2 8-pins and 1 6-pin. My bad. Anyways, pretty nuts in terms of the power department over here. He has a 6700K, probably overclocked. I'd say it's definitely overclocked. How much RAM do you have? 32 in there? He has 32 gigs of RAM in there. And he has a ASRock Z170 motherboard. Now, the issues that he's having is the GPU is artifacting and crashing, and he doesn't know why at all. It was running good for about a year, and now it's just not working at all. And he believes that it is the motherboard that is screwing up. And that actually makes sense because motherboards do have the highest DOAs. So we are going to replace his GPU right now with my Asus GTX 780 just to see if we can boot off of the GPU, because he's actually having to boot off of integrated right now because the GPU is just not working at all. So we're gonna have to take a look at that. We don't have much time in terms of like actually updating BIOSes and drivers, so we're just gonna do the most basic things, I believe, like the fundamental things you can do by replacing the GPUs and also testing his GPU on my motherboard to see if the problem is with the GPU. We got Eric's GPU out right now, so we're gonna be testing if the 780 can actually boot off of it. This works perfectly fine for me. This is my daily driver. We are gonna be throwing this into, looks like an 8X slot right there, but that's fine. That should be perfect. Really? It doesn't automatically go down? Here, gonna have you do that, actually.
Yeah, of course.
I've never heard, wow. Okay. So we're just gonna be plugging in the power for the card right now.
Yep. How many is that? Just 1? 2?
It's
okay.
2,
Nice.
yeah. 1 8-pin and 1 6-pin, guys.
That's alright.
It's installed. Yay.
So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go into the device manager, see if I'm having the same issue I had on the other card. So there we go, Microsoft Basic Display Adapter. Don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean 100% that it's motherboard yet, because let's try installing the 780 drivers, see if it replaces that display adapter with, that one. But from earlier, all the issues I had, I mean, that's how it would start out. Start with that, try to install the drivers on, and it just wouldn't work.
All right, so we're installing the NVIDIA drivers right now for my GTX 780. And yeah, that's it.
No beta, not today.
All right, so we're at 1024 times 768, so we're gonna put that up to 3840 times 2160, and just look at the difference here, how small that is without any of the actual scaling. Like, I'm trying to read that, it's like an ant monitor. This card is so heavy compared to mine. Like, I can't believe how heavy this card is. I thought mine was heavy. No, this thing is ridiculous. All right, here we are, guys. We're done installing the drivers for the GPU. Now we're just gonna go into Device Manager and look up and see if it's actually recognizing the GPU properly. So if we go into, where was it, display adapters? Yeah, see, it shows GTX 780 here. So it's looking like it's the actual GPU that's the issue, not the motherboard. So we're gonna be installing Precision X here, and we'll probably run a couple benchmarks just to see further if there's gonna be any artifacting and just to really locate what's going on with this computer. What's your conclusion, Eric? What's going on?
Tough one to say. Only thing I can think of really, it's either the card, which I was originally feeling kind of, but I'm hoping it's not because I've already RMA'd this thing twice. But if it's not, maybe for some reason there's just an issue with the motherboard and this specific card. Maybe it's not the card, but just somehow, some type of way it's talking through the PCI to the card. It's just malfunctioning completely because of the motherboard. But with this 780, everything's perfect. I mean, no problem, and even the GPU tweak, fan speed all the way up, everything's running really good. So I hate to say it, but I'm kind of feeling like it's the card. I don't know how to feel. I really don't.
All right, guys. So we figured out the issue. We really think that it's his card here, the 980 Ti Kingpin Edition. So we're gonna go head over to my house right now and test out this card on my computer with the Asus Z97 ROG board. So yeah, we're gonna go do that and see what the results are. All right, guys, we are back in the lab and we have his GTX 980 Ti Kingpin Edition EVGA graphics card, and we're gonna be testing it on my computer over here. It's the Cosmos 2K, so you guys probably seen it from some of my other videos. Now, both of my GPUs are out because we were testing them, in his rig to test out if it was the motherboard or the GPU, which we figured out it's probably the GPU. So we're going to be throwing that in there just to test it. We'll throw a couple benchmarks on it and see if it's still going to be artifacting. This card is long.
Yes. Oh, I know, man.
It's
I barely
longer.
fit in my
Yeah.
my rig. I was scared when I bought it, like I said.
Now the card is in the top slot here in the top 16X PCIe slot, and now this card does have 2 8-pin connectors and 1 6-pin. Now I'm pretty sure you can just power it with 2 8-pins. I'm not even going to bother plugging in the extra 6-pin because it should work. It doesn't need that much power just booting off of it. Alright, so we got the GPU installed on my rig and we're going to be testing it out right now. So let's flip that power switch on here. And yep, everything seems to be normal. But let's see if it posts properly and actually displays a proper image. Oh, that's interesting. I've never had that happen in a long time. All right, let's take a look here. That's weird. Actually, why is my overclocks on auto? Let's do a 4.7 overclock. Manual, let's say 1.375 just to be safe. There we go.
I'm telling you right now, this company is amazing. And I'll tell you the really cool part that you're gonna love about it. So yeah, 1-for-1, 4K gimbal and everything. Coolest part though. So there's a button on it, somewhere here, right here. So you push the button, spin it. You can take this off and buy a gimbal stick and use it, just like the DJI. I forget what the name is of it, but yeah, just like it. 1-for-1, it has a thumbstick on it, has everything. So really awesome stuff. And you just line it up with the gray line there. If I can find it. Yeah, it's really awesome. And I'm buying second battery. They're expensive batteries though, about $120 each. But yeah, it even has like sensors, so you can't hit into a tree. You come too close, it's not gonna smack into something. Uses ultrasonic on that. A lot of good stuff, honestly. The features are amazing on it. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Folds up. I'm buying a drone like backpack for it. Goes 5 kilometers, which is just ridiculous. Full, map and everything. And yeah, just pop that off, put it in the case.
That's amazing.
Good to go.
So in terms of storage, is it just SD card?
Yep, micro SD right in the camera. So actually I have one in there right now. So I have a 128 gigabyte U3 in there. So everything's a 2-click, so he'll turn on, tap, tells you the battery life. This thing, I've used it like for 15 flights and it's only gone down a bar. Tap, hold, turns on. Same thing with like flying and landing. No signal, obviously. Okay, just pull it out. Like that. Turn your antennas, and that's it. And it just looks like this.
That's amazing. Especially for $700. Wow.
Creates a Wi-Fi connection you just connect to on the phone, boot up the app, and it's really that easy. Does everything, like everything you can think of.
Alright guys, that's pretty much it. We found out what the problem was. This is GPU. It's really cool that we actually were able to locate what the issue was. Give this video a thumbs up if you really liked it, thumbs down if you really want to. But other than that, comment in the description below, in the comment section below, if you like these type of videos as well, really hands-on, seeing what the issue is and stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.